All right. Here we are. Where are you going?
Huh?
Where you go?
Oh, we got it?
Yeah.
Just Jake today.
It's just me. Are you looking for your Gatorade?
Yeah.
I don't think you brought it in. Joe's looking for his Gatorade. Brenden is taking a piss. This is episode 13. We're going to do some Hollow Earth. It's in the truck. Go get it. You look like Joe and I are rocking the sweatpants game today. He's doing like fat ninja rolls across the
Chubby ninja rolls.
chubby ninja rolls across the couch.
Just so you know, I'm sick.
Joe's sick, Brendan's sick, I'm Teflon Don.
There might be some sneezing involved today.
Oh yeah. So Hollow Earth today.
Ow.
No such thing.
My gosh.
We're gonna talk Hollow Earth. We're going to touch on some other conspiracies.
There's the crust, the mantle, the core.
Yeah. There's another small conspiracy. Well, not
There's
small.
an iron center.
Yeah. So
Solid
we're not
iron.
getting into that yet. Let me do my intro, fuck faces.
Lizard people.
No. So,
Amazon has a controller now? Pretty cool.
stop touching things.
What are you doing? Talk.
I am. And
Talk.
Brennan's like, ooh, a
Ooh,
controller.
wow.
Amazon has controller now.
I've never seen it before.
Amazon, no. You don't talk like I'm a smart thing. You talk like a retard.
Lol.
At the end, I want to go over and I want to talk fan theories about Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, yeah.
Since last time we did Endgame, it's been 3 weeks since the last episode because you had birthday party to go to, and you had work but then didn't go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No wonder why you didn't get paid yet today.
They closed the line. And that was my...
But then,
that
and then he called in sick like the same week too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Aren't you still on freaking probation?
You can be sick.
No, you can't.
He's called in sick like 3 times.
Twice. No, you're right. 3. Technically twice.
Holy
the one time was
shit.
the driving ban, which they said if there's a driving ban, you'll come
Yeah.
in.
Like 3 times.
Twice.
Man, dude.
Joe, how many times did I call in this year?
Once.
None.
None?
I ain't calling yet this year.
Oh, aren't you so special?
I haven't called in yet either.
Yeah.
Because we're good employees.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Unlike...
Listen, I have had strep throat since mid-April.
Because you got it from a fucking
Listen.
scumbag.
It's 'cause
Went to the
It's called
doctor.
Hershey throat.
Went to the doctor,
For eating booty.
and they looked at my throat and like, well, it doesn't look like strep, so
I
we're
told
not
you-
going to do
I
the
told
culture
him-
test.
I told him he's got throat cancer like Val Kilmer claims he got it from eating pussy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
You know, when I got cancer...
B-Rod gave you fucking throat cancer.
When I was in high school, my friend used to say, my grandmother said, if you eat pussy, you get cancer. So years later, I end up with getting cancer, and I call him and tell him, like, yeah, you know, I'm going through chemo. He said, my grandma said, stop eating that pussy. What'd I tell you?
So, do we have any, like, housekeeping stories? Anything?
housekeeping.
Yeah. Do we have any stories from last week, or from last episode to this episode?
I mean,
Yeah, man.
we have the whoever we found yesterday.
It's not really a story.
Oh,
Pretty
they're
neat what we
fucking
found.
nerds, yo. They go fucking metal detecting like some nerds.
Found a 1970s like Pepsi can
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
That
yeah,
was a
we'll
neat
have to see
find.
that.
for the first time out. Well, for
There
me.
it is, right there.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's a new one.
It's actually in the kitchen. But yeah. I don't know, there's nothing.
No, man. I mean,
My life is pretty fucking boring.
Yeah, you can't even get the YouTube videos up.
I know. Listen, it's because I don't have a monitor right now.
You have a TV!
Yeah,
and I just
that's
offered
like
you
awkward
I just
to-
offered you another TV for a monitor. And you're like, I'm okay.
What
I love
TV?
like
I'll look at
sometimes
it
he
later.
talks like you're mentally handicapped, but then sometimes he talks as you in Patrick voice.
It's because he's a mix between mentally handicapped and Patrick. Because Patrick is mentally handicapped.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I just go over the guy who's never watched
He's on the spectrum.
You know what? I do relate to Patrick because he's smart sometimes, but like most of the time
only when he
he's
fucking replaced the top of his head with brain coral.
No, there was episodes when earlier on he's smarter.
Sure.
Like with the driving test, he walks SpongeBob through his.
Anyone can say use your big toe.
Freeze, mister!
I'm mad that you could like fucking talk about episodes of SpongeBob
Listen,
like that.
I watched SpongeBob.
Call it out. Like in episode 3, season
It was
4.
it was season 1. So
It was season 1. It was like the first.
This is the only like seasons I watched for the first 2.
Why?
And then they started getting gay.
Oh, so you liked him?
That's what you wrote
Whatever,
them?
man. You got a problem with gay people?
Nah, man. Gay people are awesome. Bro.
Good. So go fuck yourself.
Why are you telling us something?
Maybe.
Dude, congrats, bro. Coming out of the closet live on podcast. Damn. What do your parents say?
Oh, well.
Well, his dad doesn't talk to him anyway. Send him.
He must have known.
Yeah.
He must have knew a long time ago.
So no one's got any stories, is what we're saying, right?
Well, not that I could think of on spot.
You got nothing? I got nothing.
I didn't come prepared with one.
No. No one called you the help again?
No one called me to help, man.
Man.
Freaking losers.
What about you, Jake? You got nothing?
Oh, shit. Today, I'm filling the coolers at Target, and I hear someone screaming, some guy screaming, "Let go! Let go! Oh, my arm's broken! My arm's broken! Let go! Help me! Help me! Help me!" I'm like looking up, the security's like fucking carrying this guy out of the front doors.
Oh my god.
He's like, "My arm's broken!"
Target has security?
Yeah, man. And they like blatantly wear security shirts too. They're not like
blue and white.
they're not like
security.
dressed in plain clothes so they can fool people. They're literally dressed in shirts that say Target security on them.
No shit. They must hide the entire time.
No, they literally stand like by the
They
front
stand
doors.
At the door, they walk
Man, I
around
have
the back.
never, ever seen them.
I've been working at Pepsi for going on 8 years now, and they've been there the whole time.
Well, maybe
I've
they're
seen
not
them.
immediate drive.
No, they are.
I had a
Yeah.
Target on my route. I literally have never seen them.
It's because you're like, da 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 da, or you're like, what stupid things on YouTube?
I don't walk and look
He was
at my
too
phone.
busy cracking open.
Like that
fucking
kid
Lay's
yesterday.
chips.
Yes.
It was damaged.
That fucking, listen, that only happened a couple times.
Only a couple. The fact that it
It was
happened more than
damaged
once.
already.
Yeah. I swear I didn't do it.
Kenny used to do that. He used to. Oh, you want to try this one? It's broken.
No incriminating
Here.
stuff here, alright? But oh my god, you
No, I don't look at my phone and walk like that kid did yesterday and almost got hit by a fucking
Sure.
trip. Did you see him do that?
No,
Or were you
I
looking
don't-
away?
I don't think he tripped. I think he jumped
No,
over.
I
it.
literally watched.
He was
him.
on my side of the car.
Yes, and I watched him trip on the curb. He was crossing the street, staring straight at his phone, not looking
These
at
guys know what he's
fucking
talking
thing.
about.
And then I watched him walk to the curb and fucking hit his foot, and he almost dropped over. It was fucking hilarious.
Sure.
Man, you know what? That you know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna take
you know
his
what?
ball and
Yeah.
go home today.
I'm gonna fucking reverse it on your fucking Hollow Earth story. You're not gonna believe me for shit. I'm gonna believe you for shit. I'm gonna fight every single thing you have to say. To me.
Oh, that's my role. You're supposed to half-heartedly agree with him.
I mean, if I believe it, then
Yeah,
I will.
this fucking.
Listen, I use logic when it comes to this shit. So,
This Hollow Earth shit is like,
did your arm get darker?
Yeah, he's brown.
yeah, I went golfing, man.
Oh, gotta take
Got tan, bro. One day I golf, that's what happens.
one day. Yeah, I wish I could tan like that.
Shit. Should have been born Puerto Rican.
Be born Puerto Rican.
Go back and be born Puerto Rican.
He would have been in prison
Polish,
already.
Irish, fucking.
Oh yeah, no, they would have shot your ass. No, think about it. Your dad already disowned you, so your dad might as well be Puerto Rican. You don't know him. Who cares? I don't know my real dad
Known him for
either.
my entire life.
Oh, I know him for my entire life.
Wishes he didn't. His dad wishes he didn't know him.
Yeah, probably.
That's not very. Nice.
Alright, for some reason I am not able to. I can't throw my screen on the
Look,
TV.
even your TV
Are they
doesn't
both
believe
on the
your
Wi-Fi?
fucking Hollow Earth.
What'd you just ask me?
Are they both logged into Wi-Fi?
No, I just am using this without
Well, I know
Wi-Fi.
that. Is your TV right now?
Yes,
Okay.
always.
No.
Listen, the TV's calling bullshit on the Hollow Earth. He's like, I'm not even playing this.
It ain't getting into this.
Garbage.
Yeah. So,
Fuck is this shit?
we'll start with the Facebook page, because I can do that.
There is a full Facebook page.
No.
This is like Flat Earthers, isn't it?
No.
You should do an episode on that.
I don't want to be part of
Because
it.
I don't really know anything about their theories, but I'm curious to why they believe those theories. Don't touch.
Who cares? Let him do whatever he wants.
You yelled at him last week for doing that.
Yeah, but you're yelling at him now, so I gotta contradict what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake can't agree with you.
You know that whole, Brendan's gonna snap one of these days and kill us? It's coming.
Oh, yeah. If you could find a charge code that fits you.
Brenden, with your credit, they won't let you rent a Ryder van.
The trench coat on Brenden would be like a
conveying this
fucking
shit.
normal coat. That's supposed to be long.
He sews two coats together.
Listen, man.
He looks like the fucking Ninja Turtles when they're dressed and hanging up.
Oh my god. That's what I'll do.
Oh, man. We're horrible.
Yeah. Because, honestly, how much do you weigh right now? Because I think you're bigger than me.
Me?
Yeah.
No. There's
How
no
much
way.
do you weigh right now?
There's no way.
How much do you weigh right now?
There's no
Yo,
way.
Jake's
How
fatter
much
than Brenden.
do you weigh right now?
There's no way.
I think you
Why?
two should both step on a scale.
You wanna? It's in the
No.
other room.
Dude,
I'm
let's do
serious.
this live on podcast.
Live on podcast.
Woo!
Who's fatter, Jake or me? I'm taller.
So you might be heavier.
Might be.
You might be girthier.
Maybe.
You're cool,
No,
probably
we don't know.
285.
Probably around weight. Probably 290.
Yeah.
Jake's a cool 275.
No, I'm more than that. I'm like 280, 285.
Do we know that?
But you're same weight, man.
Yeah, but I'm taller.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just a
how
little
tall are you?
wider.
You're 5'9"? Or not 5'9".
Five-
5'11".
5'11".
5'11". So I'm 4 inches taller.
Listen, guys,
That's the
this
same
isn't a
weight.
dick measuring contest, alright? Fucking relax.
I definitely beat Brenden in that territory.
Oh, how do you know?
Whoa. This taking a turn for the weird. I think I might go get my Gatorade out of the car.
Just gonna put it in your
let you
pants.
guys handle your business, whatever you need to do. What are you looking for?
I'm looking-
Why
I know,
didn't you
you
do this
should've
before
done
we
this before.
started?
I had this shit saved and it's not
Jesus
here.
What about the
brand new tablets failing us?
No, it was on Facebook.
the
I had
story,
pages saved.
or the
No.
proposition, or the
What?
you were saying you're gonna do something.
What? Oh, you. Okay, we'll go over that
Do
one.
that.
We'll go over that one. So I asked Brenden the other day while we were on the phone. I go, Brenden. Because Brenden wants like a tomboy girl, but wants her to be like a sexy girl.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you do. Because you're like, I want her to be into cars and this and that and like nerdy stuff. And I go, Brenden, would you date a transgender girl who's a girl transitioning into a boy,
No.
but she doesn't go. Let me finish. She doesn't go through the sex change. So during the day, she looks like a boy, but when she comes home, you know she's a girl, and you pound her at night.
No.
And he said no.
Oh my god!
He said no.
What the fuck?
Because I wouldn't be attracted to someone who looks like a man.
But when her clothes comes off,
It
she's got
doesn't
titties in her
matter! She still
vagina.
looks like a man!
Wait, but I mean, is she taking like testosterone? She's
No.
growing a beard.
No.
I
She's
mean,
a-
then
she's
she
a-
doesn't. She just does her hair like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Like,
look like
one,
a
I
man.
don't like short hair girls at all.
Look at
That's
this
my,
prude
that's
over
my
here.
personal preference.
This
Everyone
prude-
has their own personal preference. Why the hell?
prude over here.
Fuck you.
They can't have long hair if they're working on cars, man. It might get caught.
I
Like,
can put it up in a bun or something.
Prude over here.
man.
I just like long haired girls. That's my personal preference.
They don't like you.
Whatever. That's fine.
He hasn't been. He thinks he hasn't been around the block enough.
I know.
He thinks too highly of himself already.
Right?
Still.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think too high of myself.
Yeah, man.
I know.
So what about you?
What about me?
Yeah. Answer the
I'm
same
married,
question.
man. I don't have to worry about that.
Answer the fucking question.
That's a good one.
Answer the fucking question. Don't matter.
I
if
don't
you're
gotta
married
worry
or not.
about that, but like I'm married, man. I'm off the market.
Don't matter.
Oh man.
Same scenario.
Oh man, I'm married, so I wouldn't mind. It's whatever. I'm a real man. I know what's up.
So yeah. So Brendan's like, no, absolutely not.
Ew.
Is it you?
I ain't say the girl looks like you.
Yeah.
Well, he's generalized. She looks like a man.
She looks
I
No.
mean, how
a boy.
She dresses like a boy during the day.
just dresses or
Yeah,
looks
just think
like
about
a man?
it. She wraps.
See,
she
he
wraps
was
her.
more.
She wraps her boobs
He wasn't
up tight.
specific.
Yes, I was. I
Yeah,
said,
when you first came across,
No,
this, like
what
you
if-
just
all right,
said,
let me put it
looks
this
like
way.
a man.
What if she looks like Justin
But-
Bieber?
yeah.
Justin Bieber's a
Justin
pretty
Bieber.
dude.
No,
But when she comes home, boobs come out and she's got a vagina.
no, looks like
God.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's not your speed?
No.
Oh, what if Jason Momoa?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh no.
Oh man, now he's like,
Oh,
oh
God.
shit.
He's got long hair too.
Oh
man.
no!
But there's no beard, just clean shaven.
Oh, clean shave.
And then she gets home and she unwraps her big floppy titties
Ew, floppy,
and her unshaved
nice,
vag
man.
for you.
Oh,
Sorry, choking on my spit.
Yeah,
I can't believe it matters
I know, right?
because at night when he's ready to go,
Yep.
all she's doing is putting on the strap on and
And-
getting at it. Like you're not even gonna see her, dude. Like you're
Oh,
facing
my
the pillow.
God.
You're biting the pillow.
I know.
Oh,
And then she'd probably know more about cars than he does.
She's going to Pound Town. Oh my god, I'll trust him with that thing.
It's already it's on record. So whatever he does to us, he's going to prison for it.
Jail.
You think I don't know how to wipe a hard drive, motherfucker?
Jail.
No, I don't, because you can't even get videos on YouTube!
Whoa.
You
I'm
fuck!
sorry, are you doing it? You can try.
Wow.
You're the one who wanted it!
That's true.
And now you don't do it!
No, I'll get it. I'll get it.
I'll get to you said that a month and a half ago!
Alright. Are you at this whatever topic?
Yeah, I have some.
Alright.
Yeah, I have it. I just can't put it up on the TV screen. That's all.
Why?
I don't know, Joe! Don't ask
A
questions.
random Android update broke it.
No, I don't have a cast. There's no option to cast it. But I can just show you guys. It's simple.
I wonder if that picks up that car. Go back.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Fucking loud ass car. Actually, probably cross
Brennan can hear that, but he can't hear someone say, "Get the videos up on YouTube." So, all right. Well, we'll get to Flat Earth. Or not Flat Earth. Brennan said Flat Earth earlier, and he got me fucking
On to Flat Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Alright.
What do you guys think you know about Hollow Earth?
I know absolutely nothing about Hollow Earth.
Yo, man, the lizard people.
What?
There is
The only thing I would think
That's
about
what I
it
know.
is like Journey to the Center of the Earth type thing, where there's like civilization, dinosaurs are still alive.
Yeah, lizard people
Okay.
down there.
okay.
Then they send people up and they're the celebrities.
What?
Yeah, man. They have
And then
videos of
there's
people.
celebrities.
There's people eye blinking like this
Yeah,
sideways.
I think you said I blinking like Abe Lincoln, but you mispronounced it.
Eye blinking. Remember our president, Ab Lincoln?
Hey, Lincoln. Did you say Abe Lincoln?
All right, so Hollow Earth is the theory that the center of our Earth is actually hollow, not that we have a crust, a mantle, of whatever, an iron core.
Okay.
Where's the lava come from?
There's no
They're making it and showing
Yeah,
it.
no like all right. So
I need these answers.
here's
Before
like
people-
here's like what like this is what like a map of someone drew years ago of what they said the center of the Earth looks like.
I
This is
literally
outside.
want to meet this person
Is it the
and
ISR?
punch him in the fucking face.
What?
What the fuck is that dumb shit?
This is their rendition of like here's China and like all the stuff on the outside of
I
the planet.
understand.
Okay, and then what
and
do you...
at the poles, there's holes.
Yeah, that's how you get into the Earth, into the center of the Earth.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you seen it? Is he
We'll
saying
we'll
he's
get
seen
we'll
it?
get to that. Just calm down.
Oh my god.
What? So, and then like it says, it's like, 1,500 miles thick. So your lava, as you so call it, can be coming from inside, between the outer crust and where they say the inner Earth is.
So, the lava's spilling down from the ceiling.
It could
inside
be.
the Earth.
But what they say it is like, because an orb spinning, but
pushes out.
it's a big enough orb that it has gravity, but it's also spinning in space. We're spinning at whatever.
It's like a centrifuge.
Yeah. So it's also making artificial gravity out because everything's being spun outwards.
Okay. I kind of get that.
Yeah.
But,
So do the people
so
walk
as it
on
goes
the
closer to the center
Yeah,
of
so
the
they
core
would
of the
walk
planet,
like here, and this is like the convex.
What about the whole gravity thing when you get closer to the center of the planet? You get crushed. Technically.
Why?
Because of gravity. It gets stronger as you go closer to the core. So,
Yeah, but it's hollow, so there isn't a central core.
listen, motherfucker, what keeps the planet together? Especially if it's split in half. Well, it would be a straight line.
It would. This is bisected.
Yeah.
The planet's bisected. So, this would be connected all the way around. If you looked at it like this, it'd be a hole straight through, and then it opens up like a bubble in the center. And the theory is that it's not, like, there are people who are like, that's where the lizard people live and whatever. But, like, the most consensus theory of it is that it's another, like, race of humans. That's all.
Okay, so here's the real question. You say hollow. Is it completely hollow, or are they on, like, another Earth inside of the Earth? Because they have to be on something. It can't be just...
We just went over
hollow.
that.
They walk on this side.
Yeah.
Oh, they walk on the reverse side.
Yes.
Since it's
It's like
spinning,
feet to feet.
it's like...
Oh, I thought you meant for the lava centrifuge.
No.
I wasn't paying attention.
So, this main theory comes from Admiral Byrd.
Brain. Admiral Bird
A
Brain.
name like that.
Admiral Byrd.
Admiral Bird.
Which I had a window of his open.
Was he a bird?
Probably look like one big ass nose.
What was he, an admiral? What service?
There he is.
That was it. Look like. Oh,
Admiral Byrd.
unexpected.
He looks like he would be a believer.
What
So,
age is his beliefs? When was he around?
what ages is his beliefs?
When was he around?
What ages is his beliefs, Joe?
I would say.
Can you translate that for me?
The beliefs of what he said. What age? What time?
1894.
Can you say what time was he alive?
Yeah, that would have been right.
Yeah,
Better way to put it.
1947.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so it was recent.
Yes.
Alright.
So, Admiral Byrd claims he flew over the South Pole,
Lies.
and
That plane would have froze.
what?
What?
Why would it have froze?
Cold there.
Okay.
And
Have you ever seen a plane go to the North or South Pole?
no, but that's for another podcast. We'll get there.
What? Why are you looking?
Another podcast.
Yeah, that's for another episode.
Okay.
Admiral Byrd took the flight, and he claims he hit Antarctica, flew inland. It was all ice and snow, as we say, and then it opened up into like a green forest with flowing water and like almost like you see in like movies where it's like it's this beautiful like pouring water into the center of this hole and whatever, and he flew over it and it was like this insane like lush garden, like just basically like
An oasis.
yeah, thank you.
In the middle of the South Pole.
No. And now, okay. South Pole's pretty large, correct?
Yeah.
Where's the nearest airport to fuel your plane?
Chile.
To the,
Here's another question.
can you fuel enough fuel to get to fly over the South Pole and then turn around to come back.
In the early 1900s was when Amelia Earhart flew around the world.
Yeah, but she had
we don't know if she made it.
It's true.
But she flew far enough, which is farther than from Chile to Antarctica.
I'm sure she made stops.
Yeah, she had to stop.
Yeah,
she stopped the fuel.
That's not what I mean. She from a flight from we take flights from mid United States over the Atlantic, which is farther than the flight from Chile.
Yeah, but we don't know where she went. She could have.
I'm just saying.
Landed Greenland.
And also,
right over,
what kind of plane was he flying? Was it a small bush plane? Was it like?
No, you're not flying a bush plane. It was the 1940s.
It was a Boeing.
It was the 1940s.
It was a Boeing.
It was the end of the. It was the end of after World War II.
Yeah, but we just still don't know what kind of plane he was flying.
He was flying.
Was it a fucking B-52? Was it?
We need to get the black box.
Oh Jesus
from
Christ!
this flight.
You guys are annoying.
We need a black box. We need to know exactly what track he took. I mean, people have explored the South and North Pole. How come they haven't seen this whole?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, okay, all right. So you guys really want to push this one into the South Pole and everything is like, it's all ice. It's everything like it's impenetrable, whatever.
I mean,
it's not. Civilians are not allowed on Antarctica at all.
Why?
Yeah, there's no explorers there.
Not in the past 4 decades. We are not allowed to go. Yeah, you can look it up. They have patrols around Antarctica. So
I'll go run in there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
Yes, they
shoot you.
They have patrols of boats around Antarctica. You cannot just take a trip on a boat from Chile and go. You can't.
Huh.
They will not let you. It's the world's military. Every.
So the UN?
No, not the UN. Every superpower has people patrolling it.
Where are they protecting over there?
Exactly. So the government's let scientists and Al Gore's been there and Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. There's actually a famous article that came out I think last year or the year before. Buzz Aldrin went down and why is your phone on?
It just goes off, man.
Okay. Lighten up his ball sack.
Yeah.
So, Buzz Aldrin went down there to see something. They brought him down there. What do you bring Buzz Aldrin to Antarctica for?
That's where they did the moon landing.
Yeah. So, and he had to be helicoptered out of there. Something happened to him while he was there, and there's no report on what actually happened. He's never commented on it. He had to be flown out of there because something happened while he was there. And
slipped on ice.
We literally
twisted it.
You literally can't
He
just
slipped on ice.
You literally can't just go there. They won't let you.
He's gonna sue the manager.
Yeah, you can't just go there and do whatever you want, like you could in the 1800s, where explorers were cool, I'm gonna take my boat I got and my 20, explorers with me and just land on the ice and travel as far as we can go and hope we don't die. You can't do that. They won't let you.
Jake would be.
But I wonder.
That shit right now.
That's
yeah, everyone wonders why. There's claims that there's ancient ruins there. There's claims that there's huge pyramids made out of coal there. There's all kinds of claims of shit that's there. They will not let you go. So, and this is the picture that Admiral Byrd drew. This is what he drew.
Wait, did he actually go in the hole?
That's what they've said.
Can you go to Antarctica as a tourist? No documentation or visas are required to visit Antarctica. But if your cruise stops off at other countries en route, blah blah blah. So you can go there. Does Antarctica have an airport?
You said on a cruise.
Well, I said, can you go to Antarctica?
No.
Do people live in Antarctica?
No one lives in Antarctica. There's no permanent residents in Antarctica. There are about 3 people who rotate out of there for science. Don't you remember? It was in the news a couple months ago. I think it was during the wintertime.
No, I don't watch the news.
Whatever. It was in the news, not on the news. It wasn't on Channel 4 or whatever. That the two scientists that were stationed down there for the time, the one had tried to kill the other one because he kept fucking ruining the ending to the books he was reading.
Why would you do that?
What?
Do you remember the episode of The Dollop with the one guy who had to eat the dogs?
Yeah.
Was that Antarctica?
Yes.
Okay.
But that was way before.
I remember.
Remember in the first Superman movie?
That's the North
Not
Pole,
the first
isn't
Superman movie.
it? Or was it where's
The newest of the trilogy, or not trilogy.
Where's
The what?
Justice League movie, new Superman. The first one was it Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Where was she? Where was Lois Lane? Is that North Pole or South?
North Pole.
Antarctica. Okay. 'Cause she was there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So
But you're gonna go back to movie.
No.
You're gonna go back to movie stuff again after the
No,
last
but
episode.
can't you look at that? Look what the whole Earth looks like. Can you go to the North Pole then?
Yeah.
People have traveled to the North Pole.
Yeah.
But you can see the hole then.
But there's probably more stuff at the South Pole because there's an actual landmass.
That's true. North is all ice mass,
Yeah.
where South Pole's actually land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go to Antarctica.
Let's do it.
I'll die.
You do it.
Podcast.
I would definitely die.
We're podcasting in Antarctica.
I'm not a traveler, especially in cold weather. I would just die.
You got so much like insulation. You'll be fine. Like what's
It doesn't
wrong
work
with you?
like that, buddy.
Yeah, it does.
So he flew over and into the hole and like he
Oh, he flew in the hole?
yeah. So he like made this map of everything, and this is where the whole Hollow Earth thing pretty much.
So not only did he have
guy was on a lot of drugs.
not only did he have enough fuel to get from Chile to the Antarctica, but he had enough fuel to go inside,
Oh, yeah.
fly around, come back.
But we don't
and
know.
go.
We don't know how much he actually saw. He claims this is the entire thing, but like he could have like people who made maps even back in old times. They would make maps, and it would like they made the map of Africa, and you saw the outline, but you like for years, if you look at old maps of Africa, the center's blank because it was the continent that could not be penetrated because of malaria and all this other stuff. So they just made a map of the outside by sailing around it, and who knows how accurate it is. So he could have just seen a fraction of the inside and said that's the whole thing. You know, people landed in the Americas and was like, oh, this is India. Like, yeah, we don't know.
Listen,
You take everything I say as fact, or
that's how you're presenting it.
but it's not. And I told you guys this in the beginning. Don't take the enthusiasm as belief or that it's fact. I'm telling you guys the story of what it is.
So, if he claimed he found all this stuff, and I understand you're not allowed to go there, why wouldn't there be some sort of research or some sort of documentation, anything?
Because
Why
he
would
said
they
he
try to
found
cover
it,
it
that they
up?
went there and they found it.
Yeah,
No,
but why would
I-
they cover something like that up?
Because it contradicts the paradigm of what the people in charge want us to believe. Like, that would change every history book. And then once all the history books are changed, that the government has handed out and said these are what you need to teach your children, now we say, well, what else don't we know? Like, the same reason why the Smithsonian will not acknowledge the hundreds of thousands of giant's bones that people have dug up throughout the United States.
I've seen things about those.
Yeah. The Smithsonian has a record of them actually dumping giant's bones into the Pacific Ocean because they don't want them, because it changes the paradigm of history. Everything is
That would
then
make history so much better.
it would, and it changes the history of a lot of things that, like,
I don't
what
want
else?
on this planet anymore.
Yeah, like, what else don't we know? That's the whole thing. That's what brings it back to why are they covering this up? Because whatever's down there, regardless if it is Hollow Earth or if it's ancient civilization or aliens or whatever, they're covering it up because it will change what they want us to know. Because then, if we don't like it, we'll eventually wake up to the entire situation that they peddle the information they want to us to keep us in line.
You already knew that was happening, but for some reason people just don't give a
Then
shit.
we'll realize we're in the Matrix.
No, we're not in the Matrix.
We don't know that. What if we are?
We're not in the Matrix.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Everything's real in the
Hey.
Matrix.
What if we are?
Okay.
What if we are?
You don't fucking know that.
What
So
if we are?
we'll move on. We'll move on from not Hollow Earth. We'll move on from Admiral Byrd to
Animal bird?
Admiral Byrd
Heard animal.
to the Green Children of Whirl Pit.
What?
Sorry, not Whirl. Wool Pit.
Wool?
WOOLPIT.
Green Children of Wool Pit.
Yes.
Huh.
This one, this actual account dates back.
Are they kids of the jelly green guy?
No, this account dates back to. I have.
Oh, I was looking up pictures.
Oh, you're not gonna find actual pictures. This is really old,
Oh.
like really, really
So
old.
there's no real green children.
But it was written down.
Oh,
It was written down.
they probably found weed for the first time and like, what's going on?
No. So this
Green children, man.
it's two children with unusual skin color reportedly appeared around the village of Woolpit in
They had
Suffolk,
jaundice,
England. Jaundice is yellow.
clean green.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't think that's an actual picture though.
Whatever.
It was in the 12th century,
Alright.
so the 1200s.
Found some algae.
The
So they're green.
yes,
Like
they
bright green or a tint of green or maybe they're a little sick, maybe they're piccolo.
no, they, like from there are like Joe. Can you you're at pictures right?
Yeah.
What do you want?
That's on Google.
Because I saw some earlier. Like that, right there. Not that one. That one. That one.
Shit.
Show it to Brian. Like, just like, their skin is
Alright,
green.
okay. So piccolo.
Not so dark, but yes.
They have pink muscles on the outside.
No.
Yes.
God.
Joe.
Do you ever want
So
to throw
why are
a
they
brick at
green?
someone? Alright, so here's the story. They were found in like this forest. Just what?
What?
Why'd you go? Eh?
It's Joe.
He's making fun of my
I didn't
cough.
hear.
Oh,
Oh. So they were found in the forest around like 1200. They were wearing unfamiliar clothing, spoke an unknown language, and they were green.
Maybe they were witches.
Okay, can you just let me finish the story
Yeah.
before you blurt out
You know,
stupid
they're
shit?
just like.
Well,
Really,
why do you think the image of a witch is green?
Really,
They thought they were witches.
They're black people, but they're like, oh my god, what is this? They're green.
We're gonna make them work for us.
That's funny.
They're green.
So, the young boy was very sick. It was a boy and a girl. They were said to be. They looked like siblings.
Okay.
Um,
Probably because of the green skin.
can you talk so he doesn't?
Yes, they look like Roger Klotz
Who the fuck is Roger Klotz?
from Doug, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Billy.
I didn't know his last name. And the boy actually passed away. He died shortly after they were found. Was sick. They couldn't do anything. They buried him. Whatever. The girl was taken in by a family in the town.
Wool Pit.
Yeah, and she actually lost her green tint as she grew up. And when she learned English, she explained that her and her brother they lived underground in these like caverns with many other people, and they went out to gather mushrooms. They said they gathered mushrooms, they ate them, whatever, and they gotten lost. So they just continued to walk in one direction, hoping they would find their way back. And actually, they found their way out of a cave, and that's when they walked. They said they didn't actually walk for 2 days. They traveled for 2 days, and found their way out. And that's when they were found. Is when they were in the forest, and that's about it for the account. She has no other like whatever else, like where they were from, what they were, what and because this wasn't until she was older when she learned English and basically assimilated that they.
So she lived a full life outside.
Yeah, but there's no accounts of like what her name was.
Okay.
So
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Magic School Bus when you were a kid?
Yeah, but it was like forever ago.
Remember the episode where Arnold kept eating the carrot sticks wherever it turned his skin
orange?
Because
you think she ate too many cucumbers?
So, well, like something like if she was in an area where all she ate was vegetables.
Broccoli.
Or, anything like that.
It's
Could that technically, if that's literally all they ate.
Okay, so yes, that is something that can happen. You can actually do that to babies. If you feed young babies, like between newborn and like a year or two old, if you feed them like nothing but carrots, they will actually turn orange.
Okay.
But yeah, that is possible. But to
maybe all those girls that put all that makeup on
to live,
just do that.
Stop trying to make it funny. It doesn't work.
Oh.
So
now his girls can't wear makeup either.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
standards.
Fucking
Woo!
misogynist pig.
What? Oh.
So, in those times, you would have to have so much of the abundance of whatever's going to make you green to eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for days. I don't think children who are scavenging or even living on their own would be able to. But if you're on the theory of like they're actually living underground and eating whatever they're eating and that's why they were green, that is the consensus of why they were green.
Okay.
Yes. What do I want to shift to now? Oh, there's another underground worlds theory of, it was somewhere in South America. I don't remember what country it was. I don't have the article up because I actually just remembered this while I was reading this article with you guys. Explorers after World War II had found a intact civilization in South America of blonde hair, blue eyes, German-looking people.
Yeah,
men, women, children.
Those are the Nazis.
Let me finish.
To South America.
Let me finish. Spoke full German, but they weren't living as civilized as you would think. They were not still held up the. There was no Nazism in their culture. It was literally a tribe of people, like you would see in South America, of normal South American people, tribe living in the woods, isolated, but they were white, blonde hair, blue eyes, spoke German, just out of nowhere. And
what year was this?
It was after World War II.
They probably just moved there.
No,
I'm just leaving this behind.
They claimed, because they spoke German, they translated. They claimed that they lived underground years before World War II started, and found their way out because they were in fear of what was to come.
So where did they learn to speak German?
They were German. They went underground, yes. But it was before World War II, before Hitler took.
So they went underground in Germany.
Yes, in fear, and they lived underground for years.
I mean, how far apart?
Exactly, that's what I mean. It would take years to travel and live, and and people were having babies and whatever, and they came out on the other side and they were living in a tribe. That's what it was. It was their family, this big tribe, and they came out underground because they were a fear of, stuff that was going on in the world at the time when they went under. You got to think about, if you and if you had a wife and a kid, and you had 6 other families go with you out into the world, just in the woods, just say out into what's a really far, in the woods of not Arizona, where was it? It's
You're looking at me for it, bro. I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
know.
about.
Oregon.
Okay.
Oregon, over there, where it's just, you can just go and get lost. Just You know how many like generations it would take for you guys to become like just uncivilized? It'd be like 2. Your children would have children, and the knowledge that gets passed on gets so watered down. Your grandchildren would just be like bush people.
All right.
Yeah.
Joe just silent.
Joe's been like nothing on this one.
Because he believes.
Joe, did I make a believer out of you today?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
All right,
not.
now let's throw some conjectures in there. Why don't you believe?
Because there's no lizard people.
Because there's no proof.
Well, they were green.
I
Joe,
want proof.
what
That
proof
could-
do you want?
So if the kids were
My
green,
hand.
that could be considered lizard people, maybe.
I want to go to Antarctica and see this
Yeah,
myself.
so do I. But I'm not going to because I'm going to die. What are you drinking?
Pop, man.
I mean, soda?
Maybe.
Yeah, one of those soda streams.
In the eye of the beholder, truth is in the eye of the
So-
beholder. Is that it?
What?
The eye of the beholder, that you'll believe it if you see
Oh.
it.
I thought it was beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, and so is truth.
All right, so let's shift on. Brenden and I kind of touched on this over the phone the other day. With all of the
Children.
what? With all of the political stuff going on lately, going on in like Alabama and Georgia and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, Joe?
No.
No? You haven't
man.
heard anything about this?
I tried not to.
About
listen to that.
the abortion laws?
Oh.
So I told, because it's all over. Every radio show I listen to, every time I see like a news article or something. Luckily, the actual bill got like denied at the Supreme Court level. They said you
Weren't
cannot.
they just trying to do it so you can't abort after a certain time?
No, they in Alabama. The one was abortions are completely illegal. No ifs, ands, or buts. Any doctor found doing an abortion, it's a felony, and it's 50 years. No, I'm sorry, not 50 years. This one was 99 years in prison.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
The-
Alabama's just gonna
Georgia.
turn into
Georgia was 50 years in prison.
three-eyed
So
fish.
there was no ifs, ands, or buts. No rape, no incest, no nothing were you able to get an abortion. I think the only thing was if the pregnancy was detrimental to the woman's health, it could be aborted, but only up to 6 weeks.
What is it, Alabama?
Huh?
Alabama?
Yeah.
Only if the other parent's black.
So what about the morning after pills? Is that considered?
They
4 months?
didn't say anything about
Wait,
those.
so it was denied.
It was denied, but
Okay.
for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, it was like going through all the processes for the governor to sign it. Who was, in fact, a woman. She was going to sign it
Why are they so worried?
because this is where the conspiracy comes through. They don't want people to be able to abort life because it will not further the species of man that we enslave in this country. You are born, Joe, you were born and registered with the government as a corporation. You have that number at home. It's called your Social Security number. It is the number that your debt to the government is logged to.
Okay.
They do not want us to be able to abort children, or they don't like they don't. That's why like a lot of the Republicans and really big right wing swinging people are against abortions, contraceptics, birth controls, morning after pills, like all that shit. It's because it's affecting their money. The more people they have, the more debt they get, which they're just continuously enslaving our population. The Georgia one was around the same thing, but they allowed for the medical reason if it was detrimental to the woman's health, up to 6 weeks, you could have it aborted. For rape and incest, yes, but other than that, no. That's it. It's crazy.
Unacceptable.
It's crazy. But on the other hand, I also say that it should not be allowed to just, like, a woman can't go in there every 3 weeks and be like, oh, got another one, got to vacuum it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should kind of have, like, a punch card. You're allowed to get, like...
I'm
a Louis punch card.
I'm all about pro-choice, but I'm also about pro-choice for... It should be the choice of the dad, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know women are like, oh, yo, but you don't got to carry it. But if you don't want it, I'll take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's,
you know what I mean?
Part of me.
Because you know how many dads don't have any say?
I think on the term of, like, rape and incest, like, even if the rapee or the incest person wants it, absolutely not. That woman has the choice.
Yeah.
But I do agree if it was like Brenden and a girlfriend, and she was like, I'm gonna get rid of it, but Brendan's like, just carry it to term, and I'll take it. You have no responsibility after. Absolutely, I believe yes.
What?
That the man should have say.
Have say. Yeah.
I agree with that too.
How many times
I saw that?
It takes two to make that baby.
Yeah, I saw it was some woman was like, well, we're not your incubation tube or something like that.
I didn't ask you to be, but that is half my DNA. I would like to. I'd like to have it.
I agree.
You know,
I
mean, just because you don't want a child doesn't mean that I don't.
It's like I'll pay for medical bills.
Yeah,
I'll do what I have to do.
Yeah,
but just don't abort that child.
Yeah,
but the guy doesn't have any say.
No, of course not.
I don't think so. I have no idea.
No, the guy doesn't have any say.
No,
it's true.
No,
a woman could literally just go in,
That's
get
crazy.
aborted, as long as she's of age.
Yeah,
it's her body.
Bam. So.
But yeah, that's all it is. It's the enslaving of our own people. We're all in debt here. We all owe some more than others.
What do you mean?
Because you're the one.
Yeah, the government loves you.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The government's like, I can't wait till he pops out some kids so we can get more money from him, and then we can enslave his children some more.
Wow.
Yeah, they love me for sure.
I don't know.
Favorite son.
Somebody's gotta love me, I guess. My love Tiny violin, you little fucker.
Ready to play the sob story.
Yeah. All right, so we're already at 52 minutes. This one flew by. So, let's move on to Rise of the Skywalker.
Hell yeah.
We've all seen the trailer, right? Yes, you have.
You follow
You have not. Do we want to watch it?
Yeah. You know what? It'd be good to refresh out.
All right, we don't actually have to pause for this because I learned the other day that trailers are free. They're free enterprise. They're put out for people to use. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you think about it, people do the
trailer's
trailer
short
on
anyway,
Easter
so
egg
it's like
thing.
40 seconds long. But...
I actually think it's like a minute.
Right. It's right there.
Rise up like a fall in the wind.
What?
Rise up.
2 huge new... Oh, that's new. 4 hours ago. What's going on? I always watch Star Wars Theory, one of my favorites.
Whoa.
Oh, getting some risque in here.
Yeah.
Brian, you're not allowed to watch this.
Hey.
So Rey is here.
So there's already theories about this scene.
It's so loud.
Well, because it's got to be picked up on that. So here's Rey just in the desert. Looks like she's on Jakku again. TIE fighters coming in.
You love their deserts. Every generation has legend.
Yep.
That's me.
No. You're a disappointment.
Why is it there?
And Kylo Ren is racing it towards her.
Do you think it is Kylo Ren? I know it is. I know it is in the shape of his...
It's his shit,
No,
but you don't
don't
know
they
it's
show
that.
him?
All you see is gloves.
You just see gloves. And she's running. and she jumps.
Look at that Emperor's backflip.
Yeah. I think that'd actually be more as a what's it? Never mind. We got geriatric Lando. He's old as fuck.
All the original characters are old.
A gainer. I think she did more of a gainer. Do you think they shot? Hold on, wait.
Absolutely not. That's
Hold on.
oh yeah.
And then we got
And that's like the best scene of the trailer right there is the end. Because you got the Emperor laughing.
What is
All right.
dead is never gone? Is that what they said?
Yeah. What's dead is never truly gone.
Oh yeah. What were you gonna say if Carrie Fisher?
Do you think they shot some of Carrie Fisher already? Because I'm sure
They did.
I'm sure they
went-
were doing shooting like they did the because this came out. What is this? This is only 2 years after.
All right, so because I've already did some research on it, they had footage from Carrie Fisher that was unused in the 8th movie. That is this footage.
Okay.
And the other stuff, they're gonna do the whole re-face thing.
Okay, so they're just gonna body double her and
Yeah,
CGI her face on like they did with Paul Walker.
Yeah, pretty much. There's been a bunch of theories already with the whole. Because I watch Star Wars Theory on YouTube. He's really good with all the theory stuff. He goes through all the community and everything.
Okay.
The TIE Fighter, like, we don't know if that's Kylo Ren in there. All you see is gloves. The whole Knights of Ren are supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah, we've already seen pictures of it, but we don't know if it's because it was all data mine stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff that's some props are being reused that we see. So there's a guy in Solo. There's a guy that shows up in.
You've seen Solo, right?
Yeah, we all have.
Okay.
So there's a guy that's in Solo that has this axe, and it has like these braces in it that are the exact same as what was data mined out of some images from this, but they're also showing up in the images that were leaked from The Mandalorian, the TV series that's coming out on the Plus. So we don't know if those images from here are actually images from The Mandalorian, whatever the hell it is. So we don't know where those images are coming from, but the Knights of Ren are supposed to show up. I was hoping we would get the Knights of Ren a lot sooner.
Yeah. There are scenes with Luke in here where he's not Force Ghost, so we don't know if it's something like a reincarnation or something like
It's probably just a dream or
what's it called?
flashback.
Flashbacks. But there's tons of theories. Like, I actually recommend Star Wars Theory because he's really good with the details that he comes up with.
I don't really care that much.
Oh, that's fun. That's nice.
What do you think, Joe?
This is why he doesn't get shit on YouTube because he's watching.
I know because he's watching Star Wars
theory.
shit and he's watching food
on YouTube.
He could be getting shit up on YouTube, but he's too busy watching his fucking
What do you watch for
recipes.
food?
For
Yeah,
Sam the cooking guy.
yeah.
He's good.
Sam the cooking guy.
Yeah, he's good at shit.
Yeah, he watches all these fucking recipes.
Gordon Ramsay. I watch Kitchen Nightmares a lot on YouTube and shit.
Gordon Ramsay would laugh at you the way you cook.
Oh, probably. I ain't
You
no
donkey.
master chef.
Yeah.
And what are you,
all right, so,
idiot sandwich?
So what do you think? What do you think about this movie here?
I think it's gonna be great. I love Star Wars,
I'm
and I'm gonna see it no matter
to finally
what.
see a closure to the story, but I still feel like things are gonna be left open because 8 left a lot of shit open.
What did it leave open?
So Snoke, we don't know anything about him yet. He just dies.
But
who the fuck is he?
But
Why
that might.
the fuck is
We
he?
don't know if
we don't know if he's gonna be explained in this.
He might be.
So here's the thing with this movie is the creators, right? I forget who's doing it.
This is it, right?
But
episode 9 is it.
They're paying attention more to the fans finally.
Well,
because the fans were bitching.
They brought Abrams back on, and they consulted George Lucas.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like it's gonna be like Game of Thrones. They're just gonna be like done.
Fuck that.
They're gonna be like done.
See, I didn't watch.
Answer
Game
no
of Thrones,
questions.
So I don't know about the ending, but I heard it was horrible.
No questions. Just ends it.
I told you.
We came to the conclusion that the ending wasn't bad. How they got there was bad.
Okay.
Because it was rushed. This seemed like they were trying to just finish it.
Yeah.
And I hope that's not the case with this.
Yeah. True. Because I'm excited to see what's going on with the Emperor, why he's laughing in this, and the
Because
scene
he's
they show-
alive.
Is he alive though, or is he?
I feel like
is he
I feel like
tethered to
they're
an
getting
area?
people's
I think
hopes
he's
up
alive.
with that.
Or is he tethered to
I think he's alive.
the remains of the Death Star? Because you see the remains.
Yes, I know. I think he's alive.
I feel like they're getting people's hopes up with that laugh.
Why?
And no, and it's not gonna live up to people like what we're talking about. Like,
Expecting-
oh yeah,
I would-
it's gonna be this.
I wouldn't be surprised
And then
because
you're gonna be like, oh,
a lot of
that was it.
the fan theories from most of the Star Wars are always debunked.
Yo,
or
it's gonna-
always end up not being
it's gonna
true.
be like Kylo Ren listening to a recording.
yeah, it's gonna be something real
You're like,
dumb.
What the fuck?
It's just because a lot of the theories people are like so in depth with it because like especially when they went to the planet Crate in the last one, everyone was like the planet Crate. They're freaking out because like in the game, the Knights of the Old Republic, there was the Crate dragon who came from that planet, but they were like there's nothing about it. so it's just,
I think you were asking before if Hayden Christensen's in this movie.
yeah, we talked about this already.
Yeah.
I won't go. I'll
When he
go.
is.
I'll go take a
There's
piss.
supposed to be-
I'll go take a piss when he shows up.
Yeah.
It probably is Ghost, man.
I don't
It
care.
is- It's supposed to be.
If he speaks, I'm going to take a piss.
He might not speak.
There's nothing wrong with Hayden Christensen.
He fucking whines.
He's our Anakin.
No,
He is our Anakin, man.
I don't care.
He's our Annie.
I don't care.
Little Annie?
I don't
Yeah.
like him.
It wasn't his fault. It was
Yes,
the
it
writing.
was.
It was the writing.
It was still the way he
Episode 2
acted.
sucked. We all know it
It
did.
was still the way he acted.
3, he redeemed himself in 3.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I think he did an amazing job in 3.
No, he didn't.
I thought he was fine.
He's fucking standing there. You stole her from me.
That's
It was
the-
horrible.
That's the
Wheels and
direction
absolutes, man.
the director wanted to
No,
go.
no, it wasn't. It was
Just like
his
Sonic.
Just
That's
No.
the director.
They're
that
fixing
they wanted to
Sonic.
go. I know.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I know. So
acting.
happy.
Dropped back to February.
But no,
I saw
they dropped it to next year.
February.
Yeah, February.
That's in next year.
All right.
Fucking idiot. No, we're going back in time
Back in
to February.
Wait, you can't change the
Fucking.
past and have it be in the future.
See, Jake, that was a direction that the director wanted to go. He wanted him to be whiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be.
Wanted
it.
all the fans to hate him.
I don't hate him.
No, they wanted all the fans to hate Jar Jar Binks.
He
Who-
didn't want that.
Who's actually a Sith?
He is.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
that would have been so cool.
if he was the one.
Yeah. If he was,
As far as we know, he didn't die.
if he was a Sith Lord.
He was in the Senate. He was a senator for Naboo. What happened to him?
Maybe that's who Snoke is.
What happened to Jar Jar?
He's mutilated, and that's all we see of him is that mutilated look.
Misa Snook!
Yeah. What? But like, why is Snoke so much bigger? He's a much bigger person. Like if you see him compared to Kylo
Yeah.
and them in that fight there, he's
Well, you see the
a lot
picture
bigger.
there on the screen. The guy in the red is supposed to be Darth Plagueis.
Yes, I know.
He's a moon, or mun, whatever the hell you want to pronounce it. They're tall. They're long, gangly. Sort of like.
So what do you think? You think Snoke was one of them?
Maybe. Although it doesn't really look the same. But there was theories Snoke might be one of them.
There's also theories that Snoke might have been Mace Windu after he fell and was hit with the
I've
lightning.
seen those theories, but he would have been that big.
I don't know. We don't know.
I mean, Snoke might be one of those giants' bones that they're hiding
In Hollow.
in the Hollow Earth. So,
If bones weren't hidden in Hollow Earth,
I mean, if they're in the... So, okay, hold on.
are we backtracking to Hollow Earth?
We're backtracking to Hollow Earth.
Why?
oh, wait a minute.
How come the
What's
oceans...
the deepest? Yeah.
How come
What's
the oceans
deepest
haven't
part of
just
the
poured
ocean?
in there?
What's the deepest part of the ocean?
I don't know. It's the Marianas
the-
Trench.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
trench
well, how
in
deep
the
is
Atlantic.
it?
I don't
And we
know.
don't even know how deep it is because it's
No,
even deeper.
but alright, we'll go back. Alright, you want to open up Pandora's box? Here you go.
Oh, man.
Here you go. We apparently know what the center of our fucking Earth is, but we don't know what's at the bottom of our fucking oceans. Tell me that.
Because the pressure's
Riddle
too
me
great.
that
We can't
one,
get down
then,
there.
Can't
Batman.
get down there.
We can't get to the center of the Earth either. The farthest we've ever driven.
Science.
The
That's
farthest
how
we've
we know.
ever
Seismographs,
drilled
man.
Science.
is 2 miles into the Earth.
We know what's at the bottom of the ocean.
We sent,
We sent what?
like,
What did we send into the...
magnetic electro signals and shit.
No, we
Seismographs.
didn't!
Yeah, we have.
Science,
You ever see the
bitch.
movie
No.
The Core?
Yeah!
It's a movie! I want to throw a remote at your fucking fat pig nose!
We know what's at the bottom of the
Okay,
ocean.
nose from my nose.
Water.
Let's see fucking nose you have.
More water.
What?
At the bottom of the oceans. More water.
No.
We just don't know what kind of creatures are down there.
Exactly, but you're going to tell me what's at the center of our planet?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Electromagnetic.
We've only drilled 2
Pulses.
miles down.
We've had, like, it's like sonar. We've had signals come back.
Not that far.
Far enough where they would realize,
Farther
it's
than
an iron core.
No.
Hollow Earth, though.
Then why would they sit there and say, it's an iron core?
Because that's
They
what
have,
they
there has
want
to be
us.
something
That's
backing
what
that
they
up.
want us to do.
Alright,
Brendan,
hold on.
for thousands
Hold on.
of years, we thought the planet was flat.
Yeah, but
We
why
thought
is
the
that
planet
not?
was flat.
Columbus is an
We
idiot.
never had technology.
Columbus wasn't. What?
We didn't have the technology.
This guy's going to tell me we sent sonar or
Wait,
electromagnetic
how
waves to the core.
Do we know Earth's core? Oh, Earth has a core. There we go. Go back.
Well, yeah.
Because it's not a
yeah.
fact, it's a hypothesis.
Has a core. Okay. All right. There are no samples of the Earth's core available for direct measurement. Blah 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 blah. Magnetic field. All right. As only the seismic waves to the magnetic field, inner core is believed to be composed of iron and nickel alloy, some other elements.
But how do we know that? Because of seismic waves?
Yeah, from magnetic fields and shit. Like we've sent.
No, that is
Like,
not. That is not the
shit.
magnetic fields you're thinking of. They're claiming the center of the Earth creates our magnetic field around the Earth.
Well, motherfucker, we just need to go down there.
We can't.
Yes, we can. Fuck it.
We've only been successful enough to tunnel
Listen,
2 miles.
All right. If there is truly a hollow Earth, why is it so hard to just drill in?
Because
You
it's
said-
a ton
you
of
can-
rock.
Okay, you need multiple drills. And you just keep replacing.
But
them as
what
they go.
but what you don't understand is, like, because you don't look at it as a conspiracy theorist. We are told
Keep
the
going.
Earth is this big. We are told the Earth is this big.
Right.
How do we
I got
know?
an idea.
Joe wants proof. Joe, you want proof?
We've been to
The
space.
textbook. The
We
textbook
looked
says.
at it.
I got an
Let me get there.
idea.
Let me get there. Hold on. Wait. Let me get there. We are
Looks
told
like
the
a
Earth
idea.
is this big. I'll let you speak in a second. We're told the Earth is this big. But we're told to believe it. But what if the Earth is actually this big? But we're told it's this big. So therefore, when it's actually this big and we drill 2 miles in, there's still a lot more fucking space. So therefore, it's a lot fucking bigger than we are told it actually is. You
Right.
said we go to space.
We've seen the Earth and how big it is.
Pull me up a picture of the Earth from space.
Yeah,
Pull
but
up a
we don't
picture
have anything
of the Earth.
to scale.
Pull up the... There's no... Exactly. There's no scale, but that's not where I'm getting at. Every picture of the planet Earth is not an actual full-fledged picture.
I don't see the full picture.
That is not... Where was that taken from?
I don't fuck. Satellite set. Wait. Yeah, satellite sets a stream daily images of Earth from space.
A satellite's that far out.
Maybe.
That's past our moon.
Listen, motherfucker. Okay, you're talking like pictures like that. Like when you take it from the space station, you don't see the full.
You don't see the full Earth.
Okay.
And any picture, like that picture you pulled up before,
Yeah.
that picture is a picture, but it's actually multiple pictures stitched together. That big picture of Earth, and then
Okay.
the gaps are CGI drawn to fit.
Okay.
We
So
don't
what's-
have a whole. The whole thing is actually the flat earthers use this theory. We don't have an entire picture of Earth as a whole from you see.
We have to because
No, we
there's
don't.
been the
No,
one.
we
so
don't
there's been
because
two voyages that have reached the outer rim.
yes,
Of
but
our
we
asteroid belt. So
we as the public do not have those pictures. NASA does. We cannot access those pictures. All of those, if you were to break down the picture, have someone go over it with like, what do you call it, digital forensics, it's stitched together pictures and it's CGI fixed to fit, because the pictures that they actually are using are not from Voyager or whatever else, because they're not. For some reason they won't use them. Either they're bad quality or there's something they don't want us to see. They're all pictures.
Like a giant hole.
No, a hole, continents that we're not supposed to know about, sections of the planet that are off limits because of whatever else is there. You guys talked about flying over Antarctica. The guy who owns the record for flying to circumnavigate the globe from top to bottom and around, it wasn't that long ago that he owned the record for this. It was within the reach of the internet because it was trackable on the internet. You could watch him. He started somewhere in one of the northern hemispheres, went south. What?
Why didn't you see a hole in the earth?
It just, we're not getting into Hollow Earth. You want this is what's crazy. He went from northern hemisphere down to South America, and then went towards Antarctica, but did not travel over Antarctica. Traveled back up, around, down, and back up the other side of the globe, and they gave him the world record for it. He was not allowed to travel over Antarctica. He did not go, but they gave him the record for circumnavigating the globe.
No,
Ta-da!
no,
They don't want anyone over Antarctica.
Because of, like, blizzards and shit, man.
Yeah, man.
You're
It's
flying
bad.
above... He was in a jet. You're flying above weather. Ta-da!
Where are you getting this information from?
Several podcasts that have very, very good
Ta-da, he says.
Yeah. It's just like,
Now my idea.
okay, yes, now you can speak.
How far does the Grand Canyon go down into the earth?
Not
far
that
at all.
far.
No.
Because it's
a river.
It's
It's
above
like-
elevation.
I thought it went down at least a mile.
Yeah, it's a mile.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah,
like,
but how
river
many miles
comes-
you say that we went into the earth?
2.
Okay, why don't we start down there?
Probably because it's very inaccessible.
We could do this.
But
There's
it's
a way to do
probably,
it.
Joe, but you gotta remember, there's sea level. The Grand Canyon is probably above
Oh,
sea
it's
level,
way
so
above sea
it's a
level.
mile.
How much
It's-
above?
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I don't have a Google fucking thing stuck to my head.
Yes, you could though.
I would love to have an implant.
How far
So the government
above
could track
sea
you.
level
Why don't you just see what the elevation of the Grand Canyon is?
is the Grand Canyon?
So the government could track everything you see.
Alright, Grand Canyon is 277 miles long. Wait, hold on. How many feet above sea level? Oh, 7,000 feet
7,000 feet.
above sea level.
How many feet in a mile?
I don't know.
It's about like 100 and some 7. Like, it's right around there. It's like 100. Yeah.
It's above sea level.
Yeah.
Anything else? on that?
5,280 feet in a mile.
5,000?
280 feet in a
No,
mile.
so it's only like a mile above sea level.
Yeah.
Alright,
Not
that's
even.
A little over a mile.
Yeah.
It's 7,000 feet.
Oh, you said 7,000 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So,
So what?
down
Okay.
at the bottom
Alright,
of Grand
hold on.
Canyon, sea level
Hold
pretty
on.
much.
No, it's still another 2,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What about this picture of the Earth? This Apollo 11 astronauts took this photo of Earth early July. So this was from the moon then.
Okay. Yeah. But what are we looking at?
The Earth.
We're also told what this is. Is there a stamp? Is there anything? Joe's Mr. Proof over here.
Really?
Joe, what's the proof on this?
It looks
Joe's
like
not on the
Earth.
moon looking at it.
There's no proof.
Oh my god.
That's the whole point. Is we don't have any proof that this is what they say it is.
The only way you're gonna get proof is by going up there yourself and looking.
The only proof is if NASA allows people to actually flood their database and pull
One
the
person
images.
has. Like, what was that from? Because I read something like they were able to go in, look at certain information, and I couldn't figure out. I couldn't remember what
Yeah.
it was from.
So you can see this is Africa. Yeah.
See, Jake's the non-believer here. Show him the non-believer.
No, I'm... What does NASA stand for? What does NASA stand for?
I don't know.
Never a straight answer.
That's a good one.
What are you looking at? What are you looking up?
He doesn't know.
Huh? What are you looking up?
He's looking up on the camera.
It says Pan Am Flight 50 using a Boeing 747 SP flew over both poles.
When?
Was this?
2016.
That's pretty crazy because Pan Am hasn't existed since the 70s!
Oh, that's when it's posted. Hold on.
Pan Am went out of business right before the 80s. So if it's anything...
How do you know
After-
anything about that?
How do I know that Pan Am went out of business?
They put me in a TV show.
No, because like Pan Am was like one of the most highest luxury airplanes ever.
I thought that was Concorde.
No, Concorde was a plane. Pan Am was a company. It was a very luxurious.
Concorde was a company. They made the fastest planes in the world.
Yeah, it was. Yes, they made the fastest plane. It wasn't a luxury environment inside. What are you giving me here?
I'm just reading.
You can't give me a date. Because it didn't happen. He's got to take his glasses off.
Yeah. Well, see, the same thing. So you don't believe us just like we don't believe you. So it's just going to be back and forth.
Yes, exactly.
Neither of us are going to budge.
This is like the argument yesterday in the car. Because you're a fucking idiot. We're driving back from metal detecting, and I see a sign that says Erie County, a Purple Heart County. Like Purple Hearts from the military.
Yeah.
And Brenden goes, that doesn't make sense. I go, why doesn't that make sense, Brenden? He goes, well, why is it a Purple Heart County? I go, I don't know, maybe it's because we support Purple Hearts, or maybe Erie County has more people who enlisted that have gotten Purple Hearts. He goes, that doesn't make sense. I go, how would that not make sense, Brenden? And I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs because he's an idiot. I'm like, due to records and whatever, we could find out who has more Purple Hearts. I was like, perhaps maybe people who lived in Erie County and was enlisted got more Purple Hearts than Niagara and Wyoming County. He's like, this doesn't make sense.
I didn't say it like that.
It says the
And then he licked the window.
It says the fastest route from New Zealand to South Africa would be flying over Antarctica, but no airline currently flies the route.
Yep, they don't.
Because it's too dangerous.
No, it's not. We fly above weather.
But listen, it doesn't matter.
There
Like, if
would
they
have
make
to
an
be-
emergency landing, there's nobody there to save
There's
them.
nowhere to go any other way either. The way they fly, there's a huge gap of ocean they're over.
Well, yeah, but they're in the ocean. They can swim.
They can land... like, they're just as dead if they land in the ocean as if they do on Antarctica.
Yeah, what would you rather do?
Antarctica!
Die of freezing temperatures or die of drowning?
You're probably going to freeze in the ocean and get eaten.
Cool.
Whichever one comes first.
That'd be fun.
And at least on land, you could find stuff to burn from your wreckage
You ain't
and
gonna
melt
find
snow.
shit to burn in Antarctica.
From your wreckage? You don't listen. You hear the first 3 words and then you don't listen to the end of the sentence.
Yeah, you're right.
Theories, especially the one about Antarctica being a ringed ice wall with military
That's
guarding.
the flat Earth. That's the flat Earth theory. Is that they do guard Antarctica. That is a real thing. But flat Earth says instead of Antarctica being at the bottom of our planet, it's actually the edge of our planet, because no matter where we sail south is always towards Antarctica. So south, if you were to flatten out a globe, is the outer rim. Yeah.
How big is the continent of Antarctica? Like size-wise compared to other?
I don't know. I think it's like probably.
It's what they tell you it is.
It
we don't
is.
even know.
It is. Because that's the whole thing about.
We've gone around the edge. We can take a circumference.
Yeah, but like we see the pictures of the sizes of continents, but you can't trust pictures because they're not true. They're all stitched together and CGI fixed, and maps aren't true because it's just a rendering. Like that's a big theory too of like how the you
So
know,
here's a question about, like, say the space station, right?
yeah,
The orbit it takes is obviously, it literally goes, it feels like it goes right across the equator and just...
it doesn't though. It actually, if I don't have,
So what I'm trying to get at is, if the space station can go around the entire planet in any direction, how come it's never gone over the poles?
it probably does, but they don't show you pictures.
Right, because NASA.
Yes,
But what if it's like the International Space Station? NASA, you'll fuck
that is
themselves.
that is the space station.
Listen!
And
What if Russia did it?
Russia's not going to do anything?
What if they wanted people to know?
Then our government's going to say, that's fake. That's all it is.
That's fine. I just want...
So we'll say this is because I'm not going to put two balls
Listen,
together.
the government says
The
that military presence in Antarctica is there for research.
Research. Yeah. So this is a half. We'll say this is half the globe.
Okay.
We'll use my hand as the other half. The space station doesn't go like this, just in a perfect orbit, because nothing perfectly orbits. So it goes like this.
Right.
Yeah. So it does, but they're not going to show you pictures. And there's not a true live. There is a live feed on the space station, but it's not a true live feed. It cuts out for minutes to hours at a time.
Right.
So it's just convenient that it cuts out. That it could be possible that they cut it out whenever they want.
Let's see.
What? Joe, you can look at photos, but you're the one who's
Why
Mr.
is there a
Proof.
circle there?
You're the one who's giving me proof. You don't have proof that's a real photo. I gave you photos of
It's a
rocks.
circle.
Exactly. I gave you proof of rocks in photos, and you're like, that's just mud. You're gonna look at photos, supposed satellite photos of Antarctica.
So this is a supposed satellite photo
Yeah.
of Antarctica.
But that could obviously be
Look
touched
how
up.
dark the center is.
Yeah. It could obviously all be touched up.
Right.
None of us are
Dude, there's names and stuff, man.
names of what?
Place that. We could go to Weddle.
Yeah, they name them.
We could go to Larson.
They name shit. So we can...
Are we still on this?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
going.
we're still rolling, huh?
Yeah, we're talking.
We are rolling.
Are we done, though? Are you guys...
Planes can't
I want to talk to the president. He probably
fly
doesn't know either.
I don't know. They keep that stuff all fucking locked
Yeah,
up from him.
they don't even know. He doesn't even know that
The
shit.
Probably
president's
not.
a figurehead.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You don't tell them shit.
All right, are we
I
done?
want to know who the shadow government is.
Are we done?
I suppose we might bring this back up next week or next week.
After Brenden finds
Next
proof.
week.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing next week for... Or not next week, but next episode for
Trolls.
a theory yet.
Zombies.
I'll have to pull out my notes and see what I got.
Dinosaurs.
No.
Giants.
We could do giants. Giants.
Mammoths.
We did touch on the giants.
Mammoths exist. We already know that.
I know.
Yeah.
Saber-tooth tigers.
All right. That's it. No one's got any other stories? Nothing else? No?
I suppose that's it for this week.
That's all, folks.
Did you realize we made this through without pausing this once this week?
Wow.
Because I have to poop.
We're going to take a
Yeah.
quick break here.
Brendan's got a pig nose.